Ad break. Oh, what the morning it is.
Q and thanks at potato underscore.
Oh, hello. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. Come in, okay, no matter what I'm gonna do. Achoo! Hello, everybody. Hi. Hello, my boot scooting boogies. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? Oh, blink, blink, blink. Hello, sunshine. Oh, hello, princess. Oh, hello, princess. Rewind 99 demo dropped and it has graffiti art signed by Booty. Rewind 99 demo dropped. Rewind 99 demo. And it has graffiti that says Booty. Let's see if it is it my tag? Because I have a tag. I've tagged Booty in a lot of things. What is this?
42 months of Booty making Vietnamese chicken cutlets.
There's a tag in this? There's a graffiti tag that says Booty? Is it my tag? Is it my tag? Where do I get to see? Where's the tag? Where's the graffiti? Something went wrong while displaying this content. Oh no. Oh no. The video died, guys. I had a meatball sub on garlic bread and it slapped. Oh, fuck, that sounds so good. Oh, fuck, that sounded so good. Oh, fuck, that sounded so good. Oh, I want a garlic bread meatball sub. Meatball. 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 I was telling Yeb, because we were just like laughing about pet names, because I forget how it came up. Every time I think about one dog that wasn't even mine, it was when I was on a family camping trip. I've talked about this all the time. It was on a family camping trip. I think we were in like Missouri. And we were going into a store to pick up stuff for like camp food and things. And as we're going in, this like man, as one does in the Midwest, the more rural you get from a big city, the more of a southern drawl people have north of the Mason-Dixon. And there was someone in Missouri that was leaving the grocery store with his three-legged dog on a leash. And you know how you catch conversations in passing? My family and I were walking out of the grocery store as this gentleman and their dog was walking in, a three-legged dog with just a big old meatball of a head, right? Just like a big old like pit bull style head. He just went, "Come on, Puddinhead. Come on, Puddinhead," as he's walking the dog into the mall, like the store. I have never been able to get out of my head like the three-legged dog named Puddinhead. I just can't stop saying it. And so it just kind of has become like a phrase I say when I'm like in front of someone, like a friend or something, and I'm just like, I turn around and someone's behind. I'm like, "Come on, Puddinhead." And so I just like I call anything that like I need someone to catch up to me. I just refer to them all colloquially as "Come on, Puddinhead." And I don't know like if it's a derogatory meaning in the Midwest. I hope not. It just sounds so fun. And so I'm like, "Come on, Puddinhead." And just like got on the topic of like naming animals things. And I'm of the school of thought that like I don't pet names that are like real people names, unless you have like a beyond a Midwestern accent or something normal to me, I don't think that a pet should have a person's name unless you have like a fun accent. Allow me to explain. So again, I was like out and about in the world recently, and there was like you know how like sometimes you go on like a hike or you go on a walk and there's always like a kid holding an animal and you're like, you're too young to be alone. Where's your adult? And then like a block later, turning the corners like an old grandma, like walking along and like they're watching the kids for the day. A scenario happened where there was like a small child walking a dog. And then I'm just like, where's your adult little child person? Like, where, like, why are you just carrying this dog out in the world? Like, what is happening right now? So then turns the corner and it's like an older, like California grandma, like, you know, like coat on, even though it's like the sun is out and it's like 70 degrees. They're like, oh, it's cold today. Just big sunglasses, like kind of big gray, just like hair, and just like she's walking along and like next to her is like obviously what I can only imagine is like another younger sibling of the slightly taller young child walking the dog in front. And so so like this little girl is like walking her dog, and then the old woman turns the corner and she's like, I forget what the kid's name was. She's just like, it was like some, it was like I don't know. She was just like, Evelyn, Evelyn, don't go too far. Evelyn, come back. And then the littlest one, the little sister next to her goes, don't forget about Walter. So then she's like, Evelyn, get Walter back here now. And I just couldn't stop laughing at the little girl being like, don't forget about Walter. And in that moment, I was like, fuck, okay, maybe a dog can be named Walter, because hearing it being like, Walter, I'm like, okay, that's actually fun. That's a fun people name for a dog. Walter, stop pissing all over, Walter. I just, so like I was of the opinion for so long that you like, I don't know, it just feels weird. It's like, oh yeah, this is our loving home, this is my lovely partner, and then this is our animal, this is Keith. Oh, Keith, who's a good boy, Keith? Oh yeah, he's a golden doodle. It's like, oh, Keith, huh? And they just have like those people eyes. Just like, oh god, like there's a people trapped in here somewhere, I think. I don't know. I am always of the opinion that animals should have names of either other animals or like inanimate objects. Like calling like an animal like Meatball. That's a great pet name, you know? Naming your cat like Elephant. Like that's just funny. It's not an elephant. You know, I even really love the name for a cat. Calling a cat Puppy, I think is just a funny name, right? Like I like that, you know? Calling a dog like Mousy. Like it just is like, oh, that's cute, that's fun. But like when you have a dog and it's like, oh, this is my dog. This is Dr. Kenneth Brandwater. It's like, what? Who? Like, oh, Dr. Kenneth Brandwater, PhD. He's a pretty huge dog. Doctor. Like I just feel like that's too much. That's too much. Simon Bonnabelle and Marceline. Yeah, but that's like, I would say like those are names that work for me. I guess my main point is like if yours is in like the top 100 baby names of the year, it's just like, I don't know. It just had a dog named Moose. Yes, I love that. Dr. Puppy. Yeb and I were talking about some of these names. Dr. Puppy. I love like Marinara Meatball as like a brother sister, like a sibling duo. Like, oh, Marinara Meatball. Meatball marinara. Like I feel like those are cute names for like a pair of pets, right? Like if you get like two fish or two turtles, like turtles named Meatball and Marinara, that's like a cute turtle name. It just works for everything. But it's like, oh yeah, this is my, yeah, we actually have there's a wonderful parakeet. I love birds. I love birds. Oh my gosh, who's a pretty birdie? What's their name? Oh, that's Amy. Oh. That's a little too close. Like, what does Amy like to eat? Oh, Amy likes seeds. Amy likes nectar. Oh, Amy loves a bug. It's just like, Amy. That's like, Amy. That's like a people name. Met a cat yesterday named Peter Pancake. Alliteration will always like, if their cat's name is Peter Pancake, I will never call them Peter. But like, oh, little Peter Pancake. Like, that just works. The alliteration makes it cute and fun. I would never call a child Petey Pancakes, you know? How about for lizards? I still feel the same. I feel like all pets should have non-traditional people names, you know? Like, oh yeah, this is my bearded iguana. Yeah, this is Mary Catherine. Yes, of course. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then of course I have like this wonderful tarantula. Her name is Susan B. Anthony. Like, that's too much of a name. It's too much of a name. Like, like I'm all about giving full elaborate names to fun pets, you know. But when it's just like, oh yeah, this is Alexander Beaumont. Yeah, he's my Scottish Terrier. Yeah, this is Gerald. I love you, Booty, but I love having my dog's name the same as my boss. That's too much. If I have the option to never have to think about my like 9 to 5 work, I would if I ever had a coworker, their names would instantly go off of any list I've ever had for like a name. It's just like, ugh. Okay, but I love a tarantula named Susan B. Anthony. I mean, she is a pretty good spintress. I got the dog already, named that, and get the job later. How old was the dog? I feel like yeah, adopting an animal. I don't think I've ever had an animal that I've adopted or something that I didn't change their name because it's an animal. Change their name. It's okay. I got a cat named Walter P. McThumbs. He has 2 extra thumbs on his front paws. See, like stuff like that is cute and fun, but it does lose it when it's like Walter, and it's like, is your grandpa here? Is your uncle visiting? Who are you calling? Who are you calling for Walter? Like, see, I would always, and this is not a take on it. When I hear that, I would go like, well, my first thing would be a pun. Like, I would call them like Poulter, like Poulter, like Walter Poulter, Paul, or like Robert Paulson. Like having a fun like name, but making it like punny could potentially work. I don't know. I just think it's, to me, it always is like a slight like, huh? When someone is like, "Oh yeah, this is my dog. I have 2 of them. This is Brandon, and this is Michael. Brandon and Michael, my two boys." And it's like, they're people named. Anything cute? Well, sometimes I call him Brandon, little Brandy. He doesn't like when I say Brandy. And then Mikey, hooray! And it's like, those are just people names. Name them something fun, like Michael. You know, like Michael with a B. There's a B. My cats are named Scott and Mimsy. And again, I'm not yucking anyone's pet names. I could not care any less what you name your pets. I'm telling you, like, that story of just like a little girl being like, Walter. I'm like, okay, well, that's fun when they say Walter. But I imagine myself just being like, come on, Brandon, finish shitting already. It's cold outside. And it's like, God, Michael, what did you do to the cup of water? Why did you do that? Just like, oh my God, please stop fighting. Oh my God, Douglas, please stop fighting. Oh, fuck. And there's certain ones that are just like, that are just hard to get around. Come on, Puddinhead. This is my dog drawer. This is my dog drawer. Oh, like a cabinet? No. Michael Walter Stevenson, Esquire. Dogs don't get people names. Had a dog named Mustard. Well, what about Colonel? Y'all forgot about Colonel Mustard then. I always had the fun name, then would turn that into a full government name for when they were in trouble. I feel like that's pretty common for pets. Like, and that's the thing too. Like someone, like a pet's real name, I feel gets used the least unless you're at like a vet, right? I feel no matter what pet you have, there'll always be a nickname, either like, come on, Bubba, come on, Stinky, oh, come on, Pee Pee. Like every animal you have will have some cutesy, bastardized, watered, filtered through 1,000 memes and inside jokes where it's just like you go to the vet and it's like, oh, this is so cute. And you're just like, oh, who's a good little pee-pee head? Who's a good little pumpkin face? Who's a good little toothy tooth? And they're like, what's their name? And like, oh, I'm sorry. This is Catherine the Great. This is Catherine the Great Dane. I'm sorry. I should have said her government name. This is Catherine the Great Dane. Who's a pretty little princess? Our Annabelle's nickname is Banana. Exactly. My cat was Kelly. We called her Kiki. Exactly. So like, yeah, I understand if like your animal is like a real name, but you don't refer to them as that. It gives it like like to me, that is fun. That's like a fun little pet name. They have like a real name and your little cutesy name. Like that's cool. Our ack registry names are wild because it's 3 names in our breeder name. 3 names in our breeder name. That's so funny. So it's like, it's like whenever you ask like predominantly I've always known it through like a lot of like my Mexican friends where like they have like every side of their families. There's not like middle names necessarily. It's like all of their families' names pushed into one with like maternal, paternal, like generations going on. Like I feel like it's kind of like fun like that then. Where it's like there's 4 or 5 different names through various stages as the official term, but it's like you could just call me Marcy is Marceline, Vampire Queen of Apple Farm. Okay, see, that's just amazing. Sir Reginald the Third, like I like that because Reginald isn't like in the top 100 baby names, right? Like so, even like something like Walter, you know, I could get by that. Like old timey names are kind of really fun, like ones that have fallen out of fashion, like you know, like Marceline, like Genevieve. You know, things that are like old timey, I think can work for pets because it's not like you're going to run down the street and be like, no, Michael. And like 7 people turn their head, you know? My cat is named Achilles. Dope name for a cat. Like, that's the thing. I don't like Greek names, like, you know, mythology names. I think like, even though they are people names, I think that they're varied enough. I mean, I think it would be a different story if, you know, you were in, you know, Greece and you were like, oh yeah, this is my dog, Odysseus. This is, you know, I think like maybe, but like that just seems like maybe a little closer to home. I've always wanted to name a dog Xenophon. He was a dog you could tell Achilles to heal. True. Gonna name my next dog Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de la Rosa Ramirez. See, that's a sexy name though. Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de la Rosa Ramirez. See, like that's a fun name. That's a name that you could like scream at people too. Esteban Julio Ricardo de la Rosa Ramirez. Ven aquí. Ven aquí, Esteban. Ven aquí, Esteban. Family dogs named Ajax and Zyla. Like Half-Life Alex backwards. Crazy Greek accent, but I'm here for it. Hey, you're the Whoopi guy. Hello, coach. Hi. Hello, Gurgzilla. Hello. Hello, Bello. So you're saying you recognize me? Wink. My goodness gracious. Chat. It's good to see your faces. Happy Wednesday. Happy miércoles. I hope you guys are having a wonderful hump day. Happy getting through. Hey, do you give life advice? You don't want my life advice. I tell you what. Shoot, you know what? Yeah. I'll do one life advice. It's your lucky day. What kind of life advice are you looking for? Be very trepidatious. Be very trepidatious. But you know what? You caught me in some good graces today. I will give one life advice to you. Oh, I do want your life advice. Well, fortunately, you get one. Go on. What can I do? I'm telling you right now, I thought I was trying to lead people more. I put out a tweet the other day saying how money could buy all your problems. And I was just waiting for people to talk about what problems that money would solve for them. And then all I would do is reply with nonsense, then finish it off by I would buy a ton of opioids. I thought it was funny, but I only got 3 responses to do that joke 3 times. Pick me. Can I move to China or anywhere from Canada? Yes. This has been Life Advice with Booty Swagger. You're welcome. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, here's what the government doesn't want to tell you. You can move anywhere. However, you can't stay anywhere for a long time. Do you speak Mandarin? Do you speak Cantonese? Can you read any Chinese script or speak any Chinese dialect? If not at all, then I think your options are pretty limited to major cities. As with all major cities, the cost of living is going to be astronomical. If you have a means of Um, keeping that there, like in a affordable range, then sure, but you're not going to be, living in southeastern Fuzhou or nothing like without being able to get by speaking a little bit of something. Um, but like, I mean, you could move anywhere you want. Um, specifically from Canada, I don't know, but check just visa. You need to get a visa. You're not going to be able to just like move somewhere and live there. It's the year 2026. Most countries don't just let you emigrate all willy-nilly. It depends on your age. Me being 35, almost 36 years old, my options for emigrating have basically dropped down to about zero. Too old for Canada, too old for Australia, too old for most of Europe. Um, yeah, really the only place you can defect is one of them crazy places. No law saying a dog can't move to China. I'm trying to get into your 6 month Shenzhen visa and then go somewhere else and come back. You're 36. You look young. Thank you. You excited for a new season of Dragon Ball Super Booty? Yes. I'm excited for. They still make Dragon Balls? I hear North Korea is nice this time of year. Sure. Some countries do allow up to 3 generations separation nationalism. Um, yeah, I mean, it really just depends on where you're at, what you want to do with your life. If you don't know, I mean, being being broke, friendless, jobless in the states where you're from and speak the native language, as unbearable as it sounds, is most likely more preferable to having all of those same features, but in a country where you are the minority, you are, you know, um not speaking the language. There's a lot of disconnect. Even just going on vacation to a place like Japan can be incredibly isolating, even though the people are friendly, even though English is spoken at least enough for you to get by without knowing a lick of Japanese in most major outlets and cities. It still can be an incredibly isolating experience, and if you're not mentally prepared for more isolation than one could feel in your home, as they often say, wherever you go, that's where you are. If you're trying to run away from problems and by moving somewhere else in foreign, your problems are still going to be with you, but now you have a lot more hurdles to overcome to get by them. But if you are comfortable with yourself, you're just looking for an adventure and you have no problems, you just want to explore the world for what it has to offer, fuck it. If you're within your means, go live your life. Go explore. Go live off the grid. Go to China. Do travel. Take in as much as you can, but do it for the right reasons. If don't just run away because you think your life will be better because it sucks. Because like your problems don't disappear when you move. They just become Mandarin speaking problems. 33 too old to explore? Fuck no. Are you kidding me? My 30s have been by far the best years of my life. I feel like fuck high school. Anyone who says they would rather be like, 18 again is I feel sorry for them. My 20s were filled with being self-confident, self-assured, thinking that I was ready to take on the world before brutally being beaten down and told like I mean nothing. And my 30s are filled with I do not care about the opinions of others. I am very more comfortable with myself than I've ever have been. I'm more in touch with myself, my goals with myself, what I want to do. Like I just feel like so much more necessarily in control of my own life. And that being said, I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. Don't let anyone tell you differently. I just feel more comfortable with not knowing. I just feel more comfortable with not knowing. And the older you get, the more you realize, and everyone will tell you this, no one knows what they're doing. Everyone is lying. Everyone is holding on to life by the seat of their pants. And the older you get, you're just like, wow, everyone really has no idea what they're doing. And you realize that nobody cares about what you're doing. Nobody cares. Like when you're in your, teens and 20s, you just constantly are like, oh my God, what's everyone thinking? Oh my God, I did this really embarrassing thing at the mall. Everyone was looking. No one looked. No one cares. No one will remember you. That's what life is. And it is so much more comforting to go about your worldview looking like that. It just literally, no matter what you do in a social setting, as long as it isn't like game breaking, right? Like you can't just go streaking through like a children's football game screaming slurs. Like that's everyone will watch and judge you for that. But like no one cares like if your shirt is wrinkly. No one cares if you have like spaghetti sauce spilled on your shirt and you didn't realize for the whole day. No one cares. Literally no one cares. Everyone is so the older like I'm 35, I have so many things I'm worried about myself. I don't have time to picture other people's follies. It doesn't even affect my worldview. I don't care. If anything, I may just kind of like, oh shit, like I feel bad. Maybe I'll help them more, as opposed to like, ha ha, like who gives a shit? I think like the older I've gotten, the more I've realized that like there's no rules saying a dog can't do whatever they want. Mad attacks. That is exactly how I feel. Your secret is safe with my indifference. Like if I can have that as like an epitaph, if I can have that like, you know, inscribed across my forehead, just like I don't give a fuck. But yeah, 33 is in my opinion some of the prime of your life because like you're in that state where you're young enough to do everything. Um yeah, the 30s are amazing, man. Fuck yeah. I love being in my 30s. Absolutely love it. I would at this point I don't think I would ever go back to a certain age other than like maybe like the indomitable spirit of my body of like my late teens and 20s when it would be like, oh geez, I slammed my shin like against like a something sticking out of my door and now I have a bruise for 2 weeks. Like my problems are, oh shit, like my knee is still bruised from when I smashed it in the door frame like 2 weeks ago. Like, damn, that probably would have gone away. Good thing I don't wear shorts or show my knees ever. Setting sail to China to teach English, yeehaw, brother, go for it, dude. As millennial cliche as it sounds, you only live once. Go for it. Fuck it. If you don't like it, you can always go home. You're not like revoking your citizenship to Canada. Like, take a year, live in China, see what happens, dog. I'd go back to 18 if I know what I know. If I knew what I know now, fuck no. No one listens to 18-year-olds. Think about your life now. If me, a 35-year-old, if an 18-year-old person came up to me and said, I know what's going to happen, I could tell you how to fix everything, I'd be like, shut the fuck up, child. Get away from me. I wouldn't listen to an 18-year-old's advice, so like, who cares? And if the answer is like, I would be 18 and I would buy 10,000 Bitcoins and be set for life and hold it with my diamond hands, like, sure, I can wish for $1 billion too, but like, realistically, becoming younger does not fix any of my problems. Realistically, I don't really have like, I have ingrown hairs instead of pimples. And I'm getting a little bit thicker around the middle section. Oh no. ah. Oxley, thank you for the follow, homie. But I am the flame, right? You only YOLO once. God, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. Someone should put that on like a pack of disposable airplane like tissues, you know? Like something like keep calm and carry on luggage and like you only YOLO once. 18 was half a lifetime ago. We were so dumb then. I know, right? 18, like fuck that noise. Fuck that noise. No, thank you. No, thank you. I noticed that at 33, I got what girls call handles, I guess, but I like beer. Yeah. As long as you're fine with yourself, that's fine. If you want to change something, go for it. I think the biggest thing in life advice I can say is if you want to do something, try it. Just try it. You don't have to tell anybody. That's also what my opinion of the secret of life is in the age of social media and oversharing personal achievements to glorify yourself in the eyes of others, do stuff just for you. Like I'm so over the thing of just like, today I did this. And this is gold coming from a streamer talking about seeing a dog named Puddinhead, right? Like, but like, there's a lot of things that I keep for just myself. There's a lot of things that I don't take photos of. I don't talk about on stream. I don't share because they're memories and experiences for just me. And I feel like that is also a valid part of growing, is the need to not share and to be perceived by others. Like, I do things just for the sake of I enjoy doing them. I have hobbies that you'll never know about because they're just for me. You know, there's stuff that like I like to do in my free time, or games that I'll play that are like my special little nuggets of joy that no one else needs to know about, you know? And that I think is very important to have. Not everything, you know, if you just drew something you're proud about, you don't need to post it online to get validation from others. If you run, you know, if you're going to the gym and you ran a marathon, you know, that could be just your achievement. You don't need to post it. It can be, I think finding things like that and not needing validation from others is a big source of happiness and a way to get out of a funk of feeling like you need to have all of the medias and the peoples and the everyone acknowledging your existence to feel something. Like, practice just enjoying stuff because you enjoy it. Just start doing. Worst thing to happen is you don't like it, but then you could do something else. Oxley, I couldn't have said it better myself. In the year 2026, go, like, I don't know truth, and I'm speaking to life advice. Um Gergzilla. I'm not specific about Canadian culture enough, but like in the year 2026, I can name like 7 public libraries in San Diego, which doesn't have a lot of things. There are so many places in San Diego for you to learn 3D modeling for free at a library, use a 3D printer for free at a library, check out power tools and build carpenter stuff at a library. Check out, like, take a class at a community college. I'm not saying get a degree, but spend $400 on the semester and take a sewing class. Who cares? You know, just do it for you. If you have any valid interest in something, just try everything. If it works, oh my God, hooray. If it doesn't, who cares? Try needlepoint, try crocheting, try woodworking, try scrapbooking, try graphic design. Try make a YouTube video, write a script and film it, make a YouTube short. Like there's so many possibilities to cater to any endeavor. And the year 2026, you have so many options to learn how to do anything you want for free, from online college courses for free. MIT and Harvard have free classes on like anything you could want. The internet is a source of anything. You could find anything and learn anything as long as you want. Start an OnlyFans. Well, like I said, if you're looking for something that doesn't require outside validation, start an OnlyFans and don't tell anyone. Yeah, sure, I guess. But like OnlyFans, I would say, is in the realm of outside validation seeking. Not a bad thing. I'm just, if you want something to explore just yourself without having to tell an audience, don't focus on social medias. Told my old job I wanted to go part-time to do graphic design. They said nah, so I rage quit. I mean, yeah, that you can't just tell your job what job you want to do. That's kind of like, you know, if my aunt had wheels, she'd be a bicycle, you know? You can't just say like, well, if I had this job, like you just have to find a job that allows you to work part-time and do stuff. You can't be bad at a job that hired you to do something and you want to change it, to be fair. Download ChatGPT into your flashlight. Me. If you need AI to help you come, you are a broken human. I'm not trying to be mean, but like humanity has survived for centuries and millennia without the use of a robot telling you how to come. If you are so reliant on that, I think your brain is just enough broken that you need to detox from all media and everything. Like there is like God gave you possibly a potential, an average. God gave you an average of 1.5 hands. 1.5 hands is the average amount of human hands. So if you have 2 hands, you are above average to knock one out of the park. AI can help you come, I guess, but like I will severely judge you for that. I find that to be, I just think AI is so, like, it has uses, of course, but I just, the whole like AI relationship thing, it breaks my heart and it breaks my brain in a certain way that's hard to articulate. Cause like, I'm not trying to tell people what they can or cannot, choose to do, but like, my goodness, my AI, the AI dependency that people have nowadays is just so, that I will judge people for. I do judge people for heavy reliance on AI, not for like, there's certain applications, of course, that it can be good in, right? But like anything creative or art and people taking it seriously is just like so funny to me. It's just so funny to me. I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's like someone takes a photo in Photoshop and then they go to the filters, artistic, and turn it into like embossed pencil and be like, look, I drew this with a pencil. And it's like, no, you didn't. You just clicked a button and math made it look like that. You're like, I'm an art now. And it's like, ugh. It just like, I just don't care about your opinions. Like if someone were to come to me like, okay, I asked AI for the 10 funniest jokes and now I'm going to do a stand up. It's like, oh, so you have like 0 brain cells. Oh, so you don't even have like a thought. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of just how I always view it. It's like, Grok, what should I have for breakfast this morning? Ha, good thing you're hungry. You should have food. Yes, Grok, thank you so much. Oh my God. Yes, dude. Yes. Okay, show me Rick and Morty, dancing to, Never Gonna Give You Up. Yes! I am the master of my destiny. I just like, ugh, I just don't care. They don't want art, they want content. That's what I'm saying. I think people are just brain broken to the point of like, and I don't necessarily put all the blame on them. I think society as a whole leads people to become brain broken. I think AI is funny, but like how it is now, I just don't find it. I used to find it funny. Like, I mean, before AI took off in the boom, I was making like Guess That Dali game. Like to me, like that was so funny and dreamlike and goofy and silly that like I love to use it in applications like that. But now that it's just like too much and like I just feel like people are so fucking stupid with it. I can't think without my ChatGPT. That's the yes, Asiago Peach. I've fallen down the rabbit hole like a couple months ago when I learned that people were like in full blown Joaquin Phoenix, Scarlett Johansson, her relationships with like their ChatGPT were like I know that people are looking for a connection in this world and that people feel lonely and isolated, but it just is so it's so wild to me that like the misunderstanding and application of most forms of like large language learning models, right? Like I just it's so dangerous because to me, like ChatGPT is the equivalent of like like Greamer worm tongue, you know? I truly feel like, you know, someone could be sad or upset or possibly just like a little bit ill, and all it takes is just like the worm tongue in their mouth ear just to be like, yes, my liege, it is scary and I love you. And they're like, yes, everything is fine. I love you too. Like it just feels like it's just be surrounding yourself with a sycophant, and not just any sycophant, like one that will objectively just lie to your face to make you feel better. And like, if that's not just the worst person to take advice from, like, I don't know what to tell you. But I trained my ChatGPT to tell me the truth, even if it's something I don't want to hear. It, it's a fucking robot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, it doesn't like, that's the hardest part that I just like, is always so funny to me with these language learning models and people thinking they're real. Like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I'm preaching to the choir here. I don't need to tell you guys any new information, but it's just like when you ask a question to a ChatGPT model, all it's doing is it breaks down your words into a number, right? Like the word dream is, you know, in brackets 1165 in brackets. And when 1165 is next to the word my, which is number 17 in brackets. So you have bracket 17 before bracket 1165. The logical compound of those two things should output something relegated to the combination of those and what words fall in patterns of these things. Like there are no words, there are no thoughts. It's assembling mathematical averages of data. Like it's not like it's telling you it loves you. When you say something like that to a ChatGPT, it goes, analyzes all of its data structures and goes, the number for I, the number for love, the number for you in that particular order produces this constraint of a bracket number. And the best logical outcome for that bracket number is to respond with this bracket number, which just so happens to equal a word that it doesn't know. Like, that's why like all these models struggle with like, write a palindrome, write a word that reverses the word and retains its meaning. It's like, I don't actually read words. I just assign numbers to phrases and put the numbers together. So I don't actually know what those things, it's like an annoying way to say what Booty is saying is met a mathematics of axiomatic modeling. Yes, it's not understanding the words that you're saying. It's averaging out what words would sound good next to each other based on the association of like a whole, right? It's a sum of weights through nonlinear functions question. What is your thought process like? My thought process is built on a network and a lifetime of lived experiences, learned experiences, relationships, nature and nurture, where I'm from, the Midwest, how my parents were raised, how my parents' were raised, the aspect of the school I went to, and the teachers and what was taught, and the government's like all of these outside factors come together to form a subconscious train of thought that is what people consider to be human. Um, and so my thought process isn't based on, I hear the word dream and I'm going to relevantly associate the top 10 phrases associated with dream, your dream, my dream, his dream, our dream, country dream, sleep dream. Like it isn't, I think I know what you're trying to say and relate to human thinking is this big analytical mathematical code of assigning words to things, but that's not true because what dream means to me is fundamentally different than what the word dream means to you, what dream can associate with other people. And that's the joy of humanity and thinking, whereas computers are simply basing it on mathematical logic. Humans actually think AI produces Xerox of thinking. That's what I mean. Like it doesn't, all of these things don't understand the words you're saying. It understands words within a context state based of words around it and then piecing together through other contexts of it's the same thing as being like, well, how does it know 1 + 1 is 2? Well, I learned you put one thing in one, literally 1 + 1 = 2 on a ChatGPT model is like gone through thousands of iterations of wrong answers where it gets number 1 plus symbol 1, not the same thing. And it's like, okay, well, I've learned through thousands of iterations that the proper response to this is this. There's no thought, there's no analyzing of combine. It's just the right answer is this. There's no, like, do you see remember or is it abstract? It depends on the situation. They're thinking, I mean, you're asking now like concepts that humanity has been asking itself for millennia. Like, how do people think? Where is the soul? When you consider yourself and where you view yourself from, is it behind your eyes? Some people in some cultures associate with their self and their sense of being in their chest. So like their worldview comes from more of a chest point of view, but because our eyes feed information to our brain up here, do you consider thought processes happening up here? Well, what about thought processes that remind you of physical pain you experience? And before your brain even realizes it, you get sweaty, you get hot, you get nervous. Before your brain can react to a stimuli, your body is taking in everything at once and converting that into energy and processes. So like it's doing all of those things. And before anyone will ask, no, AI does not do any of that. It's a combination of every sense of and all memories are not real. Like, you know that, right? Like all memories are your construction of an event. And every time you think of something, the memory alters and changes and all of this. My wife experiences life in chest. I experience in things in eyes. It's wild. Yeah, like it is a very valid thing. Some cultures, some people experience like where their body and where their sense of self originates from. Some people, they feel things in their heart. They guide by that. That's where they consider their soul, their essence to live. Some people are consider that, what you see is what you are. You think, therefore you am. You have it in your brain. Your brain is yourself. You're conscious. So like, yeah, it is so vastly different where we think in abstract and literal concrete terms. What I'm trying to say is AI does not think in abstract. It thinks in literal compounding of like, think of like a cryptography, right? Like think of like a cipher or a codex of some kind where like this symbol translates to this meaning and like that is it. It just says this symbol means this, and therefore this symbol goes with this collection of words depending on the order and the way that the word is set. I feel in my tummy. You're more bacteria living in your body than your body itself. Oh yeah, your body has so much. Your body is an ecosystem, you know? Humans actually, I'm wondering what you experience when you think. I mean, it depends on what the subject matter is. There are certain things that are just so memorized into a subconscious, like times tables up to 10. I don't have to think about physically adding 7 6 times. I just know that the answer is 42 or 63 or 8 times 8 is 64, or 9 times 7 is 63. Like there's so many things that just like come without having to think, they're just there. Like they just get visualized. I don't have synesthesia, where you see colors and sounds and things like that. And I don't visualize stuff. Like, and then there's certain things like, how do you remember things? I don't until I smell, like, the smell of toasted butter and Rice Krispies makes me think of my grandmother's house. There's certain ones like the smell of Play-Doh takes me back to a small table in preschool where we played with Play-Doh. Like memories and things don't just rely on an analytical, like it comes in all forms. Yeah, think isn't the right word for what AI does. It computes, yes. Yeah, that's ultimately the crux of like why I feel so staunchly against it, because AI doesn't create, it just computes, Like it just is the most boring way to go about being a person. It's just the most boring way to go about being a person. I feel like it almost defeats the point. Like you start a single player game, you play for 5 minutes, you have to think, and you're like, I'm just gonna cheat. I'm just gonna unlimited everything, infinite God mode, walk through the story, and you're like, well, this is boring. ChatGPT is just like, there's no whimsy, there's no fun, there's no creativity, there's no heart, there's no thinking. It just is literal analytical data that is most likely wrong. Do you think kids taught by AI would think differently? Yes. Yes. They would be so fucking stupid. Yes, they would be so fucking stupid. It's incomparable how dumb people would be if kids were taught by AI. Legitimately, like on a scale, it would be a foundation for an entire disruption of civilization. Generating AI images is fun though. I mean, to each their own. I generating AI images is, to me, like the equivalent of just like, ha ha ha, he was hit in the head by 2 coconut humor. Like it just is like scraping the bottom of the barrel. It's like putting on ridiculousness 24/7 and laughing at every joke. It's just like the most slop-based trash that has no merit or meaning. And to me, it just is like, I don't know. It offends me on a molecular level. It offends me on like a plane of existence that is only reserved for like my subconscious. I've been depressed as fuck since it came out. I like writing code and it steamrolls a lot of that, but it doesn't. It's bad. Everything AI touches is wrong, made up, bad. It lies. It is, like I said, it is Greamer Wormtongue. It is a sycophant of lies. Like, it is just telling you things you want to hear, and people that don't even double check. Like, that's the thing. If you want to use it and like double check your work, people are taking literal nonsense as fact. And it is mind blowing to me that people are just so fucking lazy and stupid that they're like, 1 + 1 is 4. Well, ChatGPT said so, so maybe my math is wrong. And it's just like, I'm so over it. I'm so over it. Thoughts on kids being taught about AI literacy in schools? I work in school district tech department. I'm curious on your thoughts. Do you mean by like, so I think literacy is important. I like just that word alone sounds like potentially something I would be okay with. For me, the equivalency of like what kids need to be taught about AI is what I was taught about in school on Windows 95, Windows 3.1 of, some people can go on the internet and just say anything they want. You have to verify your sources. You can't just put in any website. And now it's even dangerous because like before it would be like, well, sure, As long as the website has .gov at the end, it's a government regulated building and website, meaning it has to report facts. Remember when the internet was like, well, for your research paper, you have to use 3 official government websites for like, your data set because Wikipedia lies. But if you go to the government department of website, that's when, and it's like, God damn it. So media literacy in the face of, will AI ever go away? No. Is AI used to its future potential? No. I think that there is potential for certain things that it can be good for. Anything creative, anything functional to a cohesive human society, I don't think it could do. AI would be great at analyzing true data of like, say, I don't know, say you need to figure out in your town how long your stoplight should be programmed for, right? Because of you get sensor data of like how many cars pass through an intersection and all of this. There's so much stuff like that sure, throw into it in an Excel document and make a formula with AI. Great. There's a practical base on real data, but do you take it verbatim? No, you have a human going over all that nonsense to make sure that the math is correct. Like I feel like AI literacy does involve the same thing that we were taught with the internet of verifying your sources, don't believe everything at face value, and most likely the people that are using it and giving you information are using it maliciously to get you to think what they want you to think. As with all things in life, if it's about teaching kids how to use AI, I think that is a disgrace to humanity and that children deserve better. Now, that becomes a whole topic of education, and are teachers paid enough? No. Are teachers given the freedom to teach what they want to teach? No. I have family that are teachers. I have friends that are teachers. For decades, they've been teachers. I'm friends with teachers that I had in high school. And how teachers are treated and what they're expected to teach to children is out of their control. And even they agree it is not necessary and what they would prefer to teach. And so I don't think the fault lies within, teachers necessarily as much as it does with the entire thing needs to be burned down. But yeah, I do agree that kids should be taught about AI because sheltering kids from things that they're already seeing on their iPad anyways, it does more harm than good. I think that there does need to be a controlled environment for kids to have honest questions and to be told answers truthfully without someone lying to them. I think that's what kids need most is like the truth to an extent, nothing horrifying, right? Like kids don't need to know what radiation burns in Chernobyl were like, but they do need, a fundamental basis of like, don't pick up random things that explode out of buildings, okay? Whappity schmappity doo. And so, yeah, I think there does need to be some sort of media literacy, but that also, in the same way, I don't have a true leg to stand on because I don't have kids. I'm not raising kids in the big 2026. It's just crazy to me of how much and pervasive like the stance is switched from like home. Like I had all my technology taken away from me if I misspoke. I got TV, video games taken away, computers taken away, free time taken away, grounded to my room with a notebook and a pen and told to draw to pass the time, right? Like nowadays it's just like unfiltered access to the entirety of the human world and information at a kid's fingertips needs to be so closely monitored and kept in check because there is so much damage that's happening that's crazy that I don't even know how to even talk about, right? Because it's so beyond my wheelhouse of things that I'm knowledgeable about. But like, I have younger family members, I have younger cousins, I have kids. I have family members who have kids ranging from like preschool all the way into high school. And like, I hear all the things that like they have to learn. Sometimes I'm just curious, like, so what kind of things are you learning in your school today? And it's like, oh, well, we had to do a book report. So I made my book report on Skibbity, Ohio. And I'm like, oh, like etymology and the origins of the word. No, it's a toilet with a face. And I went, oh, fuck me.
Ad break.
Leaked. Yep. I have 7 kids. They're all their names start with J. I really, really, really was inspired by 11 and 17 and counting, the Duggars. I just named I just couldn't get it. I have Jebediah, Jessediah, Geraldine. Just all of them start with a J. Jim Bob, Well, we don't talk about Jim Bob. Never mind. Uh, just 17 of us on a farm. All of them named Jay. Jamaica. Yeah, it is hard. And I mean, it is one of those that's like, how do you be a parent telling your kid no, they can't have an iPad and go on TikTok when everyone else around them does? It would take a fundamental shift of putting blame and accountability on parents and children, which is hard to say because I don't have them. I don't know how hard it is to raise kids. I barely have money to raise my own life, much less care for someone else's, you know? Um, so yeah, it is a sensitive topic, but I truly hate and despise what AI has become and how insidious it is and how it is just like ensnared whole groups of just lonely people, lonely, misinformed people. Before it would be like, ah, yeah, this fake news. Like I read an article and it's like anyone can write an article, but now it's like legitimate, like video evidence, like PS5 graphics of just like the worst thing you've ever seen. And like it's the era of misinformation. We're at war with everyone over information at all times. It sucks. Yeah, but what should I have for dinner? I don't know. Ask Grok. I don't know. That's too hard. Ask ChatGPT. I can't think about anything right now. I don't know. What does Gemini think? My mom is a teacher. Oh, my mom's a teacher. When the kids do 6, 7, they have to go inside and reflect. I still think about to this day. One of my friends is a teacher, and like, there's always the boards that they have to go around. In my school, we never had the if you say this word, you're in trouble, filled with like skibbity, no diddy, 6, 7, like meme, Rizzler, like where they have boards of just things you can't say. If we said something that a teacher didn't want to hear, we would be sent to the principal's office. Like that was it. There was no board. There was no second chances. It would be like, I remember in high school, because I thought my very white my very white teacher, my very white science teacher didn't speak a word of Spanish. That's on me. You know, that's on me, and I learned because I screamed at my friend who was being a real fucking he was being a real fucking being a real chooch, you know? And I told him to chupamelo. I just told him chupamelo. And my teacher shot up, the palest face imaginable, his bright white-faced blue eyes, and said, "Get in the fucking hall right now." He didn't say fucking, but he's like, "I speak Spanish. You're gonna get a detention." I went, "Ay, caramba. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, señor mío. No. ¿Por qué, señor? No." So yeah, I don't know. Um, no mames, no mames. So yeah, I don't know. I severely dislike AI. I severely judge people who rely on AI to perform their daily functions in life. Do I have an abject disdain for all AI? No, I think it has some practical uses. I think that it can revolutionize a workforce, but in a capitalist dominant society such as this, it ain't gonna help nobody. It gonna help the top few to make a more profit to make it's gonna be the inverse relationship where we're gonna need the proletariat. We're gonna need a lot of proletarians to come together and fight the AI overlords. No AI, no Tito's. Yeah, that's pretty much like the best way. If you wanna be my lover, you can't drink no fucking Tito's. And if you use some AI, you will better go. Yeah, if I was a Spice Man, that's what my number one song would be. I got beat with a meter stick. We had a teacher who would take his who would take he was like an alumni there in high school. He would turn his class ring around. So like it would be like smack you over the head with it. We need some Sarah Connor type people. Which Sarah Connor? Terminator 1 Sarah Connor? Terminator 2 Sarah Connor? Terminator Genesis Sarah Connor? Which Sarah Connor? The Sarah Connor Chronicles? I went to college. We had a foreign exchange student. There was a foreign exchange student girl from Australia, and her name was Sarah Connor. Every time I always saw that. Now I can't hear that name. I'm a Terminator 1 and 2 are some of my favorite 1-2 punch combos. And like now whenever I hear it, I can't go, oh, Sarah. Oh, Sarah. Sarah. No, Sarah. No, Sarah. You hear that coming around the bend? Just around the river bend. Oh my God. It is a miracle. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Chat, happy Wednesday. Happy life advice day. Maybe that was fun. Should I do a Q&A advice stream? I feel like I'm always jealous when like I know Yeb has done those before. I don't want to like steal her thunder at all. I know Yeb does it like anonymous advice streams. That sounds like it would be fun. I've done one. We did the Nostra Booty Dis. I did the Nostradama Booty Dis stream where I asked and I could tell your fortune and future. I just feel like we had like maybe 12 people do that. And like it was like one person did like 4 of them. So last time I tried to do something like that, the turnout was not good. So I'm willing to try again, but it is always, you have to understand, as a streamer, we ask things about chat all the time. Chat, would you like doing this? Chat, do you want to do this? And like I said about Grima, Wormtongue, and Sycophants, every single one of you in chat will be like, yes, do it. And then when it comes down to it, there'll be like 3 people who are like, yes, we're doing it. And everyone else is like, but I am tired today. Booty, did you not know there was a winter storm and it snowed outside? I don't think I could fill out the Google form. But anyways, my friends, I appreciate y'all being here. No matter how you're here, there's a lot of places you can be on Twitch, on YouTube, on Kick. We're multi-streaming across the universe. There's a lot of places you can be on your phone. There's a lot of places you can be IRL and doing, but you are here right now, and that is what matters to me, friends. I cannot thank you all enough for your attention, whether I'm on the first monitor, second monitor, third monitor, on your phone, on an iPad while you're pooping. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I'm very fortunate and blessed to be able to have an audience like you guys. I'm so thankful to have the audience that I have with you, to talk like adults, to talk like humans. I am so very fortunate, and it is all because of you guys. So thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you all. Whether you are lurking, chatting, sub, not subbed, one of my dono daddies, a money mogul mama. If this is your first stream, second stream, first year of streams, 5.5 years of streams, I appreciate each and every single one of you, friends. Cheers, homies. That one's just for the people listening on audio only. Like, oh my God, what's happening? That's for the podcast listeners. Tater Munchies, thank you for the follow, and Zed Babega, thank you for the follow as well, homies. Chat, I got some fun stuff. I finally got my. If you've been following along with the journey for like 6 months now, is there a podcast? No, that's what I just call when I listen to a stream, just audio only. Like if I turn on a stream and I'm like I'm shopping or I'm doing something, I just have like my headphones in, I'm just listening. I'm like, oh, I'm listening to a podcast. Listening to a live podcast right now. I just call anything that doesn't have a video a podcast, that someone's talking to me. I still can't believe you drink that stuff recreationally. It is my blood, my muse, my phlegm. No, there is no podcast. The podcast is this stream. Yeah, I should phrase that better. But it's a podcast if you think about it. If you've been down this road, you may have seen that I have been making my own proxies. I've been on this very fun proxy making kick for Magic the Gathering. In addition to, I guess, you know, I've proxied some other things as well, but pretty much Magic the Gathering proxies. I've been doing a bunch with it. I made a new deck yesterday. I broke down a deck that I haven't played yet. I haven't played it mainly because every time that I bring that deck, everyone goes, ugh, they know what to expect. That being my Elf Ball deck, my wonderful Lathril Blade of the Elves deck. It still is in my 100 now, but I have a new one. I have a High Perfect Morcant. But the fun thing that you may not know is that I ordered a machinery piece from China. I ordered a machinery piece from China to facilitate some new proxy making to speed some stuff up. In chat, you can see this properly. This is so. Hold on. Holodeck, hologram off. Like, look at this. Like, do you see the whole? This is a full. This is a hole punched perfect sheet of 63 by 88 millimeter cards with a 2.5 millimeter corner rounding. Do you see this? It's like it punches a hole out. So as you can see, we have our wonderful card right here. We have our wonderful card right here. Real magic card, real Lathril, right? This is a 1-to-1 card shape. This is a 1-to-1 card shape, including the rounded corner edges. Including the rounded corner edges. This is like an identical 1-to-1 shape and weight of a magic card. Chat, we are so back. We are so back. Now, before, like I would have some where the corners weren't perfectly rounded. This is legitimately indistinguishable from the corners and the size and everything from a traditional card. I'm having so much fun. I just finally built an entire deck and used this like giant punching machine to get them all out. It's worked out so well. So I made like a whole huge everything, foils, all of the secret lair stuff that I want. Everything's so fun with perfect corners every time. Chat, I'm having such a fun time. I have proxied so much stuff. Please teach us. My proxies are too pointy. So the best advice that I always gave, and I've sent some stuff, holodeck, resume. Some of the stuff that, Fitzy, the voice commands are me just saying that and still just touching my Steam Deck, my Stream Deck. The voice commands don't exist to do anything like that. I find it to be more fun if I just say it out loud, you know? Kind of like an anime of saying my special attack before I use it. Like, stream, zoom in. Ha! You're not prepared for stream, zoom out. A lot of things that I have, so I have like these little like desk slidey things that I don't even need to like reach across, but I feel like it's that misdirection. Like if I go up here, you can't see my arm moving to my Stream Deck, you know? But a lot of what I have for proxying is my first setup that I would recommend to everyone before this little like Chinese hole puncher. It's a die cast machine cutter that is not available in the US because it is the size of traditional playing cards and they don't allow you to sell it there. So I bought it from a warehouse factory in China, from Yiwu, China to be specific. I bought this from Yiwu, China, and expedited shipping all day. It was about like $100. But it saved so much time. The printer I use is like $100 printer on Amazon that, when fully updated to its latest firmware, does an amazing job. It's a Brother printer, and I like do their subscription ink service. It's $4 a month. And basically, anytime my ink gets a little low, they just send one to my house. $4 a month, and it's basically that's how much it costs for ink. I buy cardstock and glossy vinyl paper off Amazon. Vinyl sticker paper. I print on the sticker paper. I put it onto cardstock, and then I use a rotary trimmer to slice along guidelines. And now I use this hole punch thing. Or I would cut them out individually with the rotary and then use this tool, the Kodamaru Pro. And you do it on the small, which is 3 millimeters, which is a 0.5 millimeter too much of a corner for traditional Magic cards. But with all things, they don't sell a hole punch at 2.5 millimeters because it's like a proprietary thing that they use. So using this method, they weren't 100% perfect. Using the die cut thing is legitimately perfect. They are a 1-to-1 size match. I have a whole bunch of these. I did like 7 sheets all, and it's like a ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Smells like a goddamn machinery in here. 4 is a lot less than I would have expected it to cost. Oh my god, Booty, I missed you. Where have you been, Loca? Zebra Cakes, hi. You are very talented. Oh, tee. Thank you. The ink? Oh, yeah. The it's called Brother Print Refresh. Brother Easy Refresh, something like that. Where it's like, yeah, it's like $4 or $5, and anytime your ink runs low in a month, I think it's like you can print 300 pages a month. They basically give you enough ink to do 300 pages, which at my full color, high-end photo printing, I think I've made at least 400 to 500 cards on this ink run alone. So it's like $4. The card stock, and they sell like holographic vinyl printer paper too. So I can print like holographic, like foil cards, regular cards. The card stock and vinyl paper is like $10 each. So like all day, my initial investment of the printer, the rotary cutter, which was one of the most expensive things. The printer was like $90. It came with ink to start. The cardstock and vinyl glossy paper is like $10 each. That's like $20. The rotary cutter was like about $40 to $50. That's kind of like the biggest investment outside of the printer, but it's just like a and then this little corner edger is like $7-8, something like that. So all day it's under like $200 to get started making proxies, which to me, I haven't bought any Magic cards since then because Magic just got too expensive. Too much Avatar, too much Turtle, too much tuna. I don't want any of that. I just print my own now. Makes me so happy. I would like to support some artists, like they're making a Usagi Yojimbo Secret Lair drop. I don't know if, I mean, I've worn my Usagi Yojimbo hat at all. Did I buy the printer yet? Oh, everything has been bought for months. Vacuum tube recycling, of course. All of it's been bought for months. I've been making proxies now for almost a full year. Hold on, wait. Zebra Cakes with the follow, Zanus51 with the follow, and Fran Squawk, thank you for the follows. Oh, and Vacuum Tube Recycling, thank you for the follow as well, homies. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Usagi Yojimbo is so funny. I used to read that in like Boy Scouts. Like I used to rent those comics when I was like 11, 12. It's a comic started by a dude, a Japanese guy who I think was like born and raised in Hawaii, maybe California, something like that. It's a Japanese guy who started this comic. It's I think, if my memory serves correctly, it's the longest running continuous independent comic book ever. It's been running as he self-publishes independent since like 1996 concurrently. Like he's been consecutively publishing. There's been a TV show, there's been comics, there's been all sorts of stuff for like 30 plus years now.
Babe, sub to me with Prime.
Yo, Lime Skittles. God, I miss Lime Skittles so much.
Babe,
Fuck Green
sub
Apple
to me with
Skittles.
Prime.
Skittles were like, I think, my favorite candy for a long time. The moment that they changed lime to green apple, I stopped. I don't think I bought Skittles since. I think I bought them once, and then I was like, oh, and it just ruined my day. I don't think I bought Skittles ever since. I'm so mad. Lime Skittles, I miss you so much. Thank you for the Prime. Love you, buddy. Thank you. I just got here. Is this about your latest tweet? Wait, what's my latest tweet? I don't remember what I tweet out. That could be dangerous. You print your own cards? I do. Showing off some of my favorite ones. I don't have a good camera setup for them now. But like these were all the ones I just did yesterday. All of these are fake. These are all the holographic ones that I did. Because I could do like hollows. Hollow deck off. And it's harder to see. I don't really have a good light setup to show them all off here, but maybe. But like they all have I just got my the Usagi Yojimbo tweet. I was just talking about it. Yeah, like so all of these, like I said, they all have 2.5 millimeter rounded corners. You could see kind of like outside of there, it's like a little sticky vinyl, with cardstock on the back. But once you put everything in a sleeve, especially like because this deck has a lot of real cards in it too, not everything, so it's all double sleeved whenever they're real. Legitimately, can't tell too much between the two, right? Like just on a table or anything, like they're pretty real. This is real. So like they come out great. How's card feel versus real? They're both so they both are the ones that I make are, I believe, 0.03 of a gram different. But as far as like weight, as far as like width and everything, they are virtually indistinguishable. They're virtually indistinguishable from like, as you can see, inside of a sleeve, the corners line up. There's nothing different about them other than the fact that the back is just pure black cardstock. And like, I don't play in shops. I don't play in tournaments. This is just for the love of the game and fun. So I don't fuck with it. 54 pound paper. I believe I use 55 pound is, I believe it's 55 is the weight that I use for it. Because I use a vinyl sticker paper. I use vinyl sticker paper and then attach that to a cardstock. What thickness or GSM cardstock you can buy? Give me 1 second. I'll show you. I made proxies by taking one of my new land cards, putting adhesive vinyl over the top. That's a fine way, but what I found is that putting a sticker on a card is so stressful, and exactly lining it up properly, it takes so long, that when I do it, I just have I print off a sheet of 3x3, 9 cards, stick a full sticker sheet on cardstock, use a rotary trimmer, and just and then just punch this out. But now I don't laminate. No, I don't fuck with laminating. I use this inkjet glossy sticker paper. This is what I use for hollow paper. You just print right on this stuff. I don't think I have the original box the cardstock came in. I don't have the original box the cardstock came in, so I don't have which one it is. And then this is the sequel. I bought one of these from China. I bought one of these from China and they sent me 2. So I tested it out. I wanted to make sure it all would work. I tested it out. I wanted to make sure it all worked. And then I hit up our friends. Over at at Skill Check at the other channel. The homies that do the other channel that we visited down in Florida. And I told them if it all works, because they're the other Magic channel that, like, you know, invited us to go out and play and to do stuff. So I was like, all right, I'm chill. So I hit them up and I'm like, hey, so China sent me 2 of these. Would you guys want one? And so yeah, I hit them up and I'm going to be sending them the other one too. So hopefully it benefits them just as much because they're homies. You print directly on vinyl? Do you put the sticky paper over cardstock? Both. So I print on glossy vinyl. Would you guys be interested if I feel like there's a lot of questions. Would this be a concept for a stream you guys would want to do? Does this seem like a stream you guys would like? Like I can go through my whole process of like where I get my card art, downloading a PDF, printing everything out, going over every step. Yes. Okay. Okay. And then this is the cardstock that I use. Just black, somewhat thick cardstock. Has some bend to it, but for the most part is very thick, very sturdy, very rigid. So yeah, I do. I print everything off on glossy vinyl sticker paper, and this is 8.5 by 11 cardstock. I don't think it has any weight on here. I threw the box away because it was huge. Yeah, so I do something called, like, if you're familiar with any sort of like vinyl graphics, if you're used to any like vinyl graphics, I do what's called like a hinged. I do a hinge transfer, where you I don't really have anything to like demonstrate really. It's called a hinge transfer, where basically like you take the full vinyl sheet, you line everything up properly, you peel off about like an inch or two, you hold the sticker sheet up, you cut the paper underneath, and then you line it up. You put just like an inch of sticky down and line that up, smooth it out on your paper, and you flip to the underside and you slowly peel the bottom part out as you attach it. So like you're only ever exposing a little bit of sticky side across a whole paper. I flatten it out and it's good to go. Hinge transfer. She's my sister. Maybe laminating is what I'm getting my, I also use vinyl sticky. So laminating is like, I've seen a lot of people go down the laminating route and it just seems so much more complicated than what I need. I don't need it to be a 1-to-1 perfect weight, perfect match, perfect feel, perfect vibe. I play around a kitchen table with like a mixture of my real expensive cards and like proxy Gaia's Cradle. You know, like I'm not, like if I have a card, I'm going to use my own card, right? I'm using my own personal hollow foil, full art roaming thrones. I'm using my like, you know, the only one I won't use in a real deck is the only dual land I own. For Christmas one year, Wubby got the boys a revised dual land. That will never go in a deck because I'm terrified. It's sitting inside of a hard shell drop and just like, that I will, that is always my favorite because I'll play it and I'm just like, you proxied a dual land. I'm like, I own it. Whoa, oh, I own this one. I have a Taiga. Yeah, I have a Taiga. Because I don't really fucks with like black or blue decks. So like Taiga is, mwah. I'm always at least in red and green something. Mr. Streamer, could we make cards with stream puppets? Ooh, that could be fun. That could be fun. Yeah, I never really use so I really like only using like real card art when I play. I only really use like real card art. I don't really mess with like we have friends that have like, you know, full anime tittied out decks. We have friends that use like, you know, alt art, like custom Etsy designs for things. The most that I'll use like alt art for are like tokens. Tokens, I'll go crazy and make my own fun things for, because like, who cares? It's a treasure token. Get over it. But like, as far as like real art, I do appreciate having a card that I can see what it is and recognize what it is. The most egregious that I'll do is I'll just print off cool secret layers that I like. But like for the most part, I like people to see a card and know what the card does. Like, you know, if I'm here, I want to play like a high perfect Morcant. I don't want to have it be like some weird anime titty beast with no text that is just like, well, what does this mean? A one-off stream puppet deck and sell it. That could be kind of fun. So I do have some of my chat puppets that I want to make. If you've met me at TwitchCon this last year, I made magic proxies for treasure tokens that I was handing out to people that I met. Whether you were a fan of mine or just, you know, just saw me and said hi, like I asked if you played Magic. If not, I just handed you a magic token. So I can make tokens. I do like making them. I have some ideas for like some of the puppets to become, you know, like tokens that would be fun. But like I've never made like a whole deck or anything like that. I'm making proxies for about a year. Oh, fuck yeah. Magic has gotten way too expensive. I feel like I got in at the very tail end of somewhat affordability. And since I have gotten into Magic, it has only become like the most unaffordable thing. Like I like the whole reason I didn't get into like Games Workshop nonsense in real life is because I refused to pay that much. If I could get like a full fun draft booster box and some friends together for under $100, you'll most likely catch me. But like when it's like $300-400 just to maybe get something that I don't really care for and isn't that fun, Like the professor says, buy singles. Haley! What the freaking hey ho? How you doing, homie? This is my commander, Gay Robot. He gains 2/2 for every Fent token on the board. Yeah, that's the thing. It would be like, this is Gay Robot. He's a gay artifact construct. Gay artifact construct. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just his creature type. Don't ask questions. That's rude. I'm so good. How are you? I'm great, homie. I'm just vibing along. I'm chilling. I'm doing tooing. We're feeling good. Been a good day. Just nice classic hump day. I'm chilling, homie. How you feeling? It's good to see you. It's good to see. Haley is Haley has been in my stream popping in when I had like 5 people watching. That's an OG right there, gang. That's an OG right there. I've been around for a while. I can't remember a time when Magic was cheap. It's not so much cheap, but I would say like the biggest question is just like value, right? Value in time. Cause like, sure, it costs money to make a business, but like the concept of like getting fat packs and getting like a full set of commander stuff to play, a full set of stuff to just like sit down and play with friends. Like, sure, there's beginner stuff, there's stuff like that, but you know, once you get to want to play with your friends and using fun stuff, like it just gets to be like, well, there's no point in getting a play booster box because it's like the worst version of a draft box and the worst version of like a set box. Like it kind of is like, ugh, the worst of the worst. But like classic, like things like fat packs and like having lore and little booklets and a bunch of just like stuff given to you for like a price. Now it's like, brother, I just like when I started playing, like most commander precons were like 30, maybe $50. Nowadays, like commander precons, they give you 2 of them, but you have to buy 4 of them and they're like $80 a piece. Like, you're out of your goddamn mind if I'm spending $80 on a commander precon that's just going to sit on a shelf untouched because I like having just the precons. Ugh. Ugh. Yuck. Ugh. If your count is mind-boggling to me, same, brother. I just ignore it. I turn it all off and I ignore it. I'm just having the same old fun. Hold on. There's been so many. Wait. Why did none of these show up on my end? What the frick? Ronald Ray, 12 minutes ago. Thank you for the follow, my homie. Grandpa's getting fisted. How did I miss the gifted sub? What the fuck? Thank you, Grandpa's getting fisted. I appreciate the gifted sub. Then we have Tubby Tubmaster. Breadsticks, Respecticide, Jizzmaster Flex, and then Harley J1. Thank you all for the follows. What the frick? We've just been having a little follow-palooza, and I'm over here just gabbing away. People ask me what printer I use. I think I will. I think I will do a proxy stream. I was talking to Yeb about it, because I was like so excited for we went to go see a movie the other day. And it was like around the day when my Chinese die cut card machine came in. And I was just like, you know that meme of like the 2 people at a sports game and there's like a guy in sunglasses who's like aggressively talking and someone just sitting there like this? Well, we're just watching movie previews. I'm like, so it's a 63 by 88 millimeter die cut machine with 2.5 millimeter rounded corners that I attach on this. It makes the most realistic cards. And Yeb's just like politely like, that's nice. That's nice. Wow. Okay. Bless Yeb's soul. Bless Yeb's soul for being so patient. As I'm just sitting there talking about my die cut. So then I was like, Yeb was like, why don't you do this for a stream? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if people would care. It's like, I like doing art streams, but like art streams are already so niche that then doing Magic the Gathering proxies, like live cutting and printing and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if that would be like, I don't know if that would be it. But I mean, if you say yes, then why not, you know? But for those that I've seen a few people, I know Flinglish has asked. I saw a bunch of people ask. It is this. Let me put in all chat. This is the exact printer that I have on Amazon. That's the one I got. It is currently $109. $109. I almost would ascertain. Check it out on Camel. You could most likely wait for a sale. It'll drop below 100. I did not pay over 100 for it. So I'm sure you can find it for something there, but that is the one that I use, the Brother MFC, blah, 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 blah. Not into Magic, but I'm into publishing and cards in general. I'd love to watch the process. That's the thing. I'm so excited because I've made not just Magic cards, but I've made like, you know, various other. I made like I said, I made Magic tokens for handing out at TwitchCon, but also at TwitchCon I made like myself an ID badge that like I did all the same stuff as Magic proxies, like, you know, vinyl glossy. I put my QR code on it. I made stickers and pins and like all sorts of things to be able for people to just like scan and find me easily. Making things like your own greeting cards at home. Making just all sorts of anything. I'm very much like, I would much rather do it myself. If this stream is any indication of that, all of the things you see around you, I've made myself. Except for like some of this, like all of the chats and my little doobly-doo chat down below. All of that is from another content creator, nutty.gg. Go find all his stuff, use his stuff, support his stuff. But like all of our emotes, all of the art that you see, all of the everything is all mine, and I need to do it all. Make my own Magic cards, I'll do it myself. Tickling the braintism, learning how you make proxies. Yeah, I mean, I guess there is a lot of people who want information on that. So yeah, let's plan a stream and I will make a full fun proxy deck going from how I source the card art. We can even go so far as to making our own custom art, and I'll show you how to cuz I like how I designed my my business cards that I was giving out. I used like a custom template. I designed all my own things with all the things. You know, Nutty, not like on a personal friend basis. I've talked to him in person at various TwitchCons. I've been in their stream. Yeah, I've met Nutty at TwitchCon a few times. I've been in their streams a few times. I wouldn't say we're best of friends, but I know him. I respect him. I use his material. I paid for his material. And if you're interested in just cool stream widgets and OBS shenaniganry, he's one of the first people that I have been recommending for years. Check out his YouTube, check out his stream. Go support people who build their careers around supporting people, you know? Huge fan. Yeah, that sounds fun. Sheesh, that sounds a lot of fun. Ever do one of those layered MTG ones? No, I've never gotten into like that kind of crafting. I think I know what you're talking about. I've only seen them with like Pokemon cards and stuff where you take the same card like 20 times and you slowly make like a 3D. I've never done one of those. That looks too intense. I've known him for a long time. I also recommend him to people. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. He makes so much cool stuff. Honestly, same. I've been using like, the biggest one was like my little, I don't have it on this scene, but like down here I have like a, do I have a sideways chat? Well, it's not here now. I don't know where my chat is now that I think about it. Huh. Hey, where's my chat? You guys, huh. I wonder what happened to that. Oh, there it is. I think it just actually, now I remember, I only have it set up. I have it to refresh whenever it goes away. That makes sense. And it's gone. And Nutty banned me. And Nutty took his stuff back. And it's gone. No, there's a few people that I got stuff from. Like Nutty is like definitely, I use a lot of his widgets and alerts. I use a lot of his widgets and alerts because it's one of the few things that you can use for you know, streaming across the internet in all places. Another creator, Shindigs, that I watch and I love their content. Help me get a lot of this fun stuff for our puppets that work. So yeah, I am all about people supporting people who support people. Fuck. Well, sheesh, friends, this is like our little hump day special. Our little Wednesdays are usually like a little fun little short streams. But oh, actually, while I have your attention, chat, Something very important crossed my desk recently, and this is true. This is true. You can ask AI ChatGPT. This is true. Did you know that browsing the internet in 2026 is more unsafe than ever before? This is a fact. Browsing the internet in 2026 is more unsafe than ever before. If only, you may be saying to yourself, there was a way that you can have a much more safe experience while browsing the internet to your heart's leisure. If only. Chat, there's got to be a way. And boy, howdy, let me tell you all about this way. If you, in this moment, type in the small command !VPN, you can find out a little bit more by using Surfshark, our wonderful sponsor over the last month, as a matter of fact. This is our second time they've decided to sponsor this stream. You can be sure that you are browsing the internet as safe as you can be. Now, Booty, what does that mean, browsing the internet as safe can be? Well, my friends, it is just so as easy as going to surfshark.com/bootyswagga. Look at this. We have our own landing page right there. They gave us our own code. By clicking that link in chat, by going to surfshark.com/bootyswagga, or by going to just clicking that link, you can use code BootySwagga at checkout. I love Surfshark. I've been promoting them for a while now. You don't have to get it if you don't want. I will just say, if you've ever been curious about using a VPN or anything like that, this is the cheapest premium VPN that you can get. I've tried every one under the sun. I've gone down the Chrome store, the Firefox extension store, using every free version of a VPN possible. They sometimes work, they don't work, they're not trustworthy, the reviews are awful. Surfshark is literally the most easy VPN I think I've ever used in my life. Don't believe me? Watch this. I have it turned off. Where do you want to go, chat? We're going to turn it on. Let's go to Canada. We'll be in Vancouver. Vancouver, British Columbia. Boom, we're in. Suddenly, now we're literally in Canada right now. And not only that, but Surfshark has so many ways to just make sure that your password stays safe. It has its own password manager if you like using something like that. One of my favorite things that it can do is there's always so many websites. Every week I feel like there's a new data leak, your password's leaked, your email was given away. There's so many settings and things with this Surfshark service. You can use it as a browser extension, a desktop extension. It literally will pull up a website and be like, if you go on to like Twitter, it'll be like, hey, just to let you know, the email you use with this website was compromised. Maybe change your password. It lists out how much compromising info you have on the internet, best ways to correct it. It's super lightweight. I use it all the time. And you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. I'm just saying, I personally have been using Surfshark for months, not like a bit of like, oh, well, I'm paid to say it. Like, I legitimately cannot browse the internet without it nowadays. It is so easy to use. It is so just, I don't even have to think. I like things that work without me having to think. And it's just like, okay, I turn it off. I can just go back. But websites work just as fast as they do anywhere. We're connected. We're in Canada. And boom. Everything opens up. Like, it's a lot of VPNs are like, it turns your internet into dial-up speeds. Things just don't work all the time. I mean, right now we're somewhere else. It works so well. It works so fast. I cannot recommend them enough. So yeah, check out the Surfshark link if you're interested. !VPN again. It's $1.89 a month. You could try it. They give you 4 free months of it. It's honestly so cheap for what it is that it's kind of hard to believe. And if you don't like it, after 29 days, you can literally cancel it and get your money back. You didn't hear it from me, but you did hear it from me. So use code BootySwagga. But seriously, friends, please go check it out. Please, please, please. They've been very kind to sponsor us again. And I use their product. I like their product. It is a good product. It's crazy of how many websites lose your data, and that this now Surfshark just tells me, hey, yeah, your password on this website, no bueno, mi amigo. I'm like, oh shit, thank you for telling me, Surfshark. I'll change it right now. But yeah, friends. I had some stuff that we were gonna dive into a little bit, but I think this is a good starting or stopping point. Our Wednesday streams are a nice little chill couple hours. I've been streaming every day of the week for a while now. So that's a lot of fun. If you would indulge me, chat, before we say our final goodbyes for the night, some of you may already have seen, some of you may already know, I've been doing a fun little cheeky experiment that you guys have been helping out so much with, that I'm just going to ask if you wouldn't mind helping me out just maybe a little bit more. I've been doing a daily social media post upload session where every day I've been uploading a YouTube short, a TikTok short, an Instagram reel. I've uploaded more. This has been going on for like a week and a half now. It's been a fun experiment. I edit all my own stuff. I've been having a lot of fun doing it. And if you want to support the stream for free, if you're saying, Booty, I love this content. I love hearing your voice. I wish I can help you, but I just don't have any money. Chad, the best way to do that is by supporting my content on all forms of social media. ! Socials for all of those. But something that I like doing and I think does actually help is when I upload them while I'm live, and then I ask you all to just go and find them. And so maybe you're interested, what does it look like when you upload a YouTube short? What does it look like when you do all of that? So let's go over some stuff right now. We're gonna go over maybe you guys can help me come up with a good title. I'm thinking right now this one will be called Halo John Halo learns about the miracle of duct tape. That's a pretty good title. I'm going to capitalize miracle. Learns about the miracle of duct tape. Perfect. That's a beautiful title right there. Let's see. We'll go #Halo, #duct tape, #streamer. See? We'll go like this. Altered content. Let's go. Peepo manifest. That's what we're doing right now. I'm really just trying to manifest some good vibes, you know, chat? I'm just trying to manifest some good vibes. Is that okay with you? Chat? All right, let me hit next here. Perfect. I know this is not everyone's favorite part, but this is the kind of housekeeping that really does help us in the long run of just you guys being so sweet, being so nice. Let's add this. All of this is fine. All of this is fine. All of this is fine. We're going to make it public chat. And I'm going to send you all a few ways. We're still checking your video. Wait before it to finish before it can be monetized. Don't want to wait. Save your videos private or unlisted. Come back after checks are done. You're still checking my video. Rude. All right, chat. We're going to upload this everywhere if you don't mind. And then if I can just get you all to help me upload it everywhere to see all my stuff, it would tremendously help me out. #Halo, #duct tape, #booty. People love searching booty. Love this for us. Amazing chat. First off, if you can all go to this link right here and give me a little boost, that would be so wonderful, chat. To those that are still here, to those that are still vibing and listening, I would appreciate if you could go follow that YouTube short, give a comment, give a like, please subscribe. I find that I know that this may not be everyone's cup of tea. This is like some of the least favorite part of content when they ask you to do stuff. But stuff like this really does help my channel. It just helps more people find us. More people finding us equals more fun stuff we can do, you know? So if you could all, it would mean a lot to me to go and like. I'm on all medias. There's a TikTok link as well. If you guys could go and find the TikToks, the YouTubes, the Instagrams, yeah, friends, I would greatly appreciate your support. Please, please, please go find all of those. Go give it a like. Go give it a comment. And that just helps your boy out, which I would greatly appreciate. Yeah, friends, I think this is where we're going to be calling it, though. Thank you for dealing with me while I upload some shorts for you guys to consume. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Happy Wednesday. My big stream days are Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays. If you're new here, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays are my main stream days. But over February, I've been streaming most days of the week. So basically Monday through Friday, maybe Saturday. Thank you all for being here. I hope this extra content is finding you well. I hope you're enjoying all the extra stream days and aren't getting tired of me. I truly appreciate each and every single one of you. I hope you all, are having a good day. I hope we can make your day just a little bit better. Yeah, man, I'm just so thankful for you all. I appreciate you all. And, shit, fam. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Doesn't that sound fun? I'll be live again tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. Pacific. If you want to know when the best time is, when I'm live exactly, get in the Discord, !Discord, discord.gg/bootyswagga. I manually post an @everyone link in the Go Live channel when I am live, when ads are done playing. So if you want to know the exact minute of when I am live and when to watch, the Discord is the best place to do that. Thank you very much, friends. I'm so fortunate for you all. Thank you for being here today. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow's only a day away, friends. So to each of you that are here, thank you. I hope you have a good rest of your nights. I'll see you all so soon again tomorrow.